Okay, I'm going to do a blog here. This is about a little young girl who's being abused and how I was able to help her. I didn't really do a whole lot. I just listened and then tried to give her a little bit of advice. And she eventually took that advice, and I just got a call from her a couple days ago saying that she is now no longer with the people that was in that abusive situation, and now she's with new people. And, you know, that might not, you know, and I think that's awesome. I mean, that's why I do this, you know. Yeah, I may get on the internet and I may sing songs, and you may think I'm stupid for doing it or whatever. But you know what? Some people get a kick out of it. It makes them happy, cheers them up, whatever. And that's what it's about. It isn't about me. It was about what I wanted to do. I probably wouldn't sing no more because I really get tired of hearing all the bad comments. I get tired of the death threats. I really get tired of the prank phone calls. You know, but I don't, because of situations like this. Okay? This young girl is 11 years old, okay, and she's being abused by an uncle, okay. But first she starts calling me, and this is why I'm telling you this is why I'm explaining all this to you, because I think this is interesting. I think this is neat how things in my life have come together to allow me to do this. And it all started with the singing, which I just did. But it led to this, which led to that, which led to this, which led to that, which led to this particular situation. A little girl calls me, and she's just like, "Oh my God, you're friends with Taylor. You know Taylor. That's so awesome." You know, and I just said, yeah, she's cool. She's like, "Well, she's going to be coming to concerts soon. I hope I get to meet her." And I'm like, "Well, you know, I really hope you do." So after about 4 or 5 phone calls, this girl called me over a couple weeks. And, you know, finally she's like, "Well, you know, the reason I call you is because I see you do all the child abuse stuff, and I think that's good. I think that's cool that you do that." I'm like, "Wow, thanks. You know, it means a lot coming from someone so young, you know?" And I'm just like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then she tells me that she's being abused. And I'm like, man, it breaks my heart, okay? To know that there's a little young girl out there being sexually raped every week. Being raped by her uncle. Okay, this is a young girl whose parents were in a tragic accident, in a car wreck. They died while she was staying at a friend's house. Parents went off for a nice romantic getaway. They died. Okay, this young girl's been through so much trauma already. That's hard business, man. Hard business happens when you're 9. Okay, you go live with your aunt and uncle, who's supposed to love you and take care of you and help you and support you and be there for you. So for 2 years, he rapes her. She finally calls me. And here's the thing. The only reason, and she told me this, the only reason why she called me, and because I'll ask people, I'm like, you know, hey, why did you pick me? There's so many people out there that want to help. Why me? Why'd you pick me? Some weird guy off the internet you don't know. And she goes, "Well, I've seen a lot of your videos. I watched them. You seem like a nice person. You seem like you care. And you know Taylor Swift." This girl idolizes Taylor Swift. I mean, it's her role model. It's who she wants to be when she gets older. You know, and I talked to her a lot about it. And this is a young girl that after being, her uncle would come into her room and rape her. And she said the only thing that would get her through the night was putting on Taylor Swift CD and putting on her headphones and turning the music really loud, and it drowns out everything. It's the only thing she would hear. And that's what would get her through the night. That right there. Listening to Taylor's music. You know? And I'm like, that's powerful stuff, man. Music is so powerful. It is very powerful. It affects us in many ways. It can cheer us up. It can bring us down, make us sad. You know, you could be driving along the road, man. A really fast, kick-ass song comes on, and you're more likely to speed. An angry song comes on the road while you're driving, you're more apt to have road rage. Music affects us. Okay? And this little girl, at 11 years old, from 10 to 11, was using Taylor Swift's music to get through being raped repeatedly. Not once, not twice, not 20 times, probably not even 50 times. Okay? so many times being raped. And so I talk to her and I tell her, I'm like, look, what you need to do is when you're in school or whatever, you need to tell someone, blah, blah, blah. Well, at this time it sucks because there is no school when this happened. But I'm like, a preacher, a friend. You go to a friend's house. Tell her parents what's going on. Well, everything comes to work out. I find out I hadn't heard from her for about a month. And I was kind of worried about her. But see, here's the thing. Kids are so smart. Kids are smart. They call anonymous. It's not like I can call the cops and be like, hey, someone just called me, but I don't know their number. Because I've tried, and they won't do anything about it. They're like, well, if it's anonymous, we have nothing to do. Which I know is a lie. They can if they really wanted to. Don't tell me they don't have that access to that kind of information. Because damn it, I know they do. Okay? And so I had no way to get a hold of her. So she called me a couple days ago, and she goes, I just wanted you to know that I told my best friend's mom what was going on. And she refused to let my uncle and aunt pick me up. She called the police, and some child protection people came over. They talked to her, got her, helped her, and she is no longer in that household. She's now living with her grandparents. Okay? And, she says there's probably going to have to go to a court or something and testify or something on her uncle. But that's down the road. But the good news is she is no longer being raped every single night. And that's only possible because I sang a song on the internet that people ridiculed me for singing. I was singing Taylor Swift songs and other songs, and there's so much hassle over it. But I did it because I enjoyed it, and it made some people happy. Then one day Taylor Swift hears the song. She calls me up and then invites me to meet her. Then now I know her band people, and I've even made friends with her ex-fiddle player, and we're cool, And because of these things, now when people know that I know Taylor, they do this. She may have never, ever, ever called me. She may be still getting raped. Who knows? One day he might have killed her, gotten her pregnant, ruined her life, and never gotten counseling. Now she's in counseling. And it's all because I wanted to sing a song on the internet to cheer up another friend. Wow. That's powerful. That's amazing stuff. So if you're watching this and you're one of the people that ridicule me for doing what I do, just think of that little girl who is no longer getting raped because of my stupid stuff I do. Think of that little girl who's no longer being forced to have sex with a grown man at 10 and 11 years old. Okay? And I'm not going to say her name because she gave me her first name. I don't even know if it's her real first name, but I'm not even going to say it because she has her privacy. Now she's with a good family, her grandparents. But, my prayers are with her. My prayers are with every young girl, every young boy out there being abused, whether it be emotionally, physically, or sexually. Okay? I want you to know one thing, if you learn anything, it's not your fault, okay? Being abused is not your fault. It is nothing you did wrong. There is something wrong, something mentally wrong with the person that is doing it to you, and you really need to get help. Speak to someone that you trust, if it's your uncle, don't tell your aunt. Because it's just, that stuff because sometimes they don't believe you. And that sucks, but that's true. Okay, if it's at home, tell someone at school. If it's at school, tell someone at home. If it's at church, tell somebody somewhere else. Or if it's somewhere else, tell somebody at church. Tell your friend's mom. Tell somebody you trust. And people, if they're good people, they will help you. I will help you. Call me. I will see what I can do. Okay? Because I care. I truly care. Probably more than I should. That's why I get ridiculed so much, but I don't care. I would die to stand up for this cause of helping abused children, and I'd be happy to. I'll never stop. I don't care how many people threaten my life, how many people call and tell me they're going to kill me. I don't care. I'll keep doing it.